So let's talk about England's win over Argentina. They get 4 out of 4 in November, which is great. They kind of hung on a little bit in this game, but I think they were deserved winners just about. Argentina will definitely rue some missed chances in the first half where they made a lot of mistakes. They came into life in the second half, but it was too late in the end. I'm going to do a full match analysis coming up in a bit, but I just want to get my reaction in and talk about the England players first, as they tend to. But England, they'll be happy with the win. They won't be fully happy with their performance. They were set up for a kick-chase game, which largely went to plan. Their running game wasn't massively impressive, to be fair, and there were a few holes in defence, so things to work on, but still, they get the job done against a good Argentina side. So on the whole, I think it's a positive, but plenty to learn about the team, about the players as well. Starting at the back with Freddy Steward, I'll pop up the scores out of 10 on the side, and let me know what you'd score them. I've watched the game once, so I definitely will have missed some things, so I'd love some feedback from you guys. I thought Freddy Steward had a pretty decent game. He actually launched some good counter-attacks. He isn't the quickest, but he was getting through contact, getting some offloads under the high ball. He made some good catches. He made some drops as well, but it is very difficult as a fullback these days where you've got no protection at all and you're going up against big competition. So I think he did fairly well. Going forward, I probably would like a slightly quicker 15, but I think he had a fairly solid game. Fabosu was absolutely working his bum off. He was getting in there, getting the runs, getting the meters, massive handoff. I think it was on Daly to start with. I think England needed more danger men, and that's something to talk about in a later video, but I think he was the danger man for sure. We had a new combination in midfield of Ajomo and Slade, and I think they did pretty well. Slade, again, I think he had a good, solid game. I would have liked a player with a bit more punch in 13, but I think he did his job. He picked up his try. Ajomo was the standout inside him, though. I think we need a 12 like Ajomo. I do hope they go with him going forward. I think Dingwall is a fine player. He had a good game last time out, but Ajomo has a bit extra. His vision for his crossfield kick was fantastic. He showed his power getting through contact, offloading to Slade. He had a class game, and I think Borthwick needs to sit up and take notice and try and build his team around this young centre. Now, England's most disappointing performer, I think, was definitely Daly. I thought he looked really poor, out of place, like he hadn't played for ages, which he hasn't. He dropped some kicks. He dropped some ball in contact. He missed some tackles. In attack, he was absolutely nowhere. It was a really bad selection in the end because he just wasn't ready. I mean, they could have played Henry Arundel there, and we got Daly, who really gave us absolutely nothing. He probably will come back a bit better, but this was his first outing, and it really showed. Then on to George Ford, who got one of his drop kicks and missed the other one. Got some kicks as well, and he controlled the game fairly well, but goodness me, he did show up in defence sometimes. You know, he missed a really bad tackle, cutting back. I think it's Picardo went through him so easily, and one completely non-clear out gave the Pumas good access as well. So some good points for Ford for sure, but he is a massive physical liability as well. So it depends what you want. Ben Spencer, brilliant kicking in the first half, definitely was suited to that game plan, so I think he had a pretty decent game. Front row wise, all round, I think they had the better of Argentina in the scrum, didn't always get the decision. I think Cowan Dickey had a good game, some nice handling actually, probably the pick of it. Should have scored probably before half-time. The ball just came loose. That would have been amazing for England. Maybe would have put the game away. The second rows of Atojo and Coles, I thought, had fine games. I thought they put the pressure on very nicely. Coles especially was hitting some nice lines in attack as well. He's taken his chance to step up to the top level. The back row were making their tackles. Pepper and Underhill, amazing tackling work. Underhill smashing some guys. I would have liked Underhill to stay on a bit longer, to be honest, because I think he was probably the best of the flankers. So taking him off after 50 minutes, I think maybe was not the best move. Earl, he was a big carrier, absolutely. He couldn't make the killer breaks, but again, he's had a really good November. Of the subs, I thought the props came on and scrummaged really strongly, so that was good. Tom Curry didn't have his best impact. He gave away a bad late tackle, made some mistakes, so he'll have better games, not the best for him. Pollock, lots of energy, but a bit of a mixed bag. One really good turnover, but gave away a key penalty as well, and also jumped out of the line for the Carreras late break. So just needs to control his enthusiasm. And Alex Mitchell, the guy who I just can't mark very well, I thought came on and did absolutely fine, but I just struggled to mark Mitchell. Let me know what you think. 6 or a 7, probably 6-7 for him. Now, Marcus Smith was not used, which seemed incredibly harsh. I thought the game was crying out for less kicking, a bit more running from England, trying to cut Argentina apart as they chased the game. game, but he wasn't brought on at all. I do not like that one, to be honest. It seemed perfect for him to come on at 10 because Steward was doing fine at 15 and they didn't even go there. So that's a bit of a slap in the face for Marcus Smith. But yeah, that's what I thought of the England team. I thought it was an okay game. They close it out. They get the win against a good Argentina. So job done. Let's have a look at the players going forward in a later video because there's plenty to get stuck into. But please let me know what you thought of the game and the players in particular, and I'll catch you next time.